it's it's interesting. I know a lot of people always was like, with Brightburn, it's like, when are we going to get a version of Batman? There is. It's just, it's been out for 9 years. So, Super's a good movie. I recommend it. It's violent. Just a heads up, it's violent. So, it's a violent movie. So, the sequel is, of course, happening with Brightburn, according to James Gunn. But he's busy writing Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad sequel, and he's directing Suicide Squad sequel, and he's busy writing Guardians, I guess. So, I hope they make it, because Brightburn looks like a really good movie. So, highly recommend it. Even I seen like clips of it on YouTube, and it's like crazy shit. It's an interesting thing. Like, I have to do a review of Brightburn, because the idea of like a horror film universe of superheroes, like Superman or Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman herself is a horror character. I know a lot of people love Wonder Woman, but I'm a Catwoman guy. I prefer Catwoman over Wonder Woman. So, for those who like those Wonder Bat things or Talia Bat, go away. Just go away. It's very weird. Laughing emojis. It's true though. Wonder Woman is a scary character when you think about it. I love how in the end credit scenes they show like a version of Wonder Woman, but they call her like this witch woman with chains. It's like I love that. So Big T, that's who Michael Rooker plays. It's cool. But the one thing that always like interests me is like they show the scene of Brandon, I think is his name, Brightburn, Brandon Breyer, Brightburn, is how he flies through the scenes and he sounds like a wasp, and like he looks like a insect, like the mask and everything, and he flies like a wasp. Have you ever noticed that? Like that always like. It makes me wonder if, like, his character, like, he has a human form, but it makes you wonder if he's, like, an insect. Like, everything he sees is, like, an insect vision type thing. I wonder if it's what it is. Like, if you listen to, like, a wasp fly, and you listen to, like, Brightburn character fly, they sound similar. They sound alike, almost. If they're going for that, like, then I'm on board. It's an interesting take. It's a very cool take on it. So, I hope they do more sequels. I hope they do like a universe where they do like spin-offs of the sequels, like of the characters that they show. Like I hope to see Crimson Bolt again. Super's a good movie. I hope to see like the half man, half sea creature, or a horror type character of the Flash, or the one alien image that they show, the alien with the cape. I want to see that character. That character kind of caught my eye. I was like, I want to see that. I want to see that character. So, I know I'm talking about Brightburn, but it's one of those movies I was excited. I couldn't believe they pushed it back, and they should have just stuck to their guns to move forward with it instead of pushing it back. So, anyway, let's get to the other parts. HP CEO Dion Wilson steps down due to family health matter. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on CNBC reading about the Stanley thing. I'm not into stocks and stuff, so. Basically, in the story, the daughter has beef with Marvel and Disney. I'm talking about Stanley, sorry. Lee's daughter seems to be support Sony's decision not to accept a co-financing deal. I kind of see Sony's point. I know a lot of people got mad when I sided with Sony over this. The thing is, Disney is a very greedy corporation. It's not a... I know a lot of people believe in this image of Disney projecting their, House of Mouse image, the magical kingdom, and they love everything of Disney, and they love everything of Marvel. They love everything of, Avatar and all that shit. But Disney is a cutthroat machine. And I know a lot of people have a hard time accepting it, but it's kind of the truth. Disney has been a very cold-hearted piece of shit company. They recently, well, even though yesterday there's a video of a ghost caught on camera at Disneyland. We'll talk about that some other time. Maybe later on. I don't know. There's been a lot of... You're so damn right. Thank you. Here's the thing that's happened. Disneyland, the Disney company or whatever, has recently cut employees' hours due to low Star Wars Galaxy Edge attendance. And for me, this wasn't a surprise, a shock, or whatever. This wasn't actually any surprise or shock to me. Because Disneyland... That's a car, by the way, driving. I'm trying to find a story, an article, because it was kind of all over the news and stuff. The Disney family member, Roy Disney's daughter, recently went undercover and discussed things with Disney employees who... Abigail Disney is her name. Abigail Disney recently went undercover. It's sort of like this "what would you do" thing. She went undercover and found out that employees of Disney are not getting the pay that they deserve. Here's what she stated. That Disney employees haven't been paid. Even got to the point where one employee had to go through garbage to find food to eat. Yeah. And Disneyland resort workers in Anaheim, are being mistreated. Not only if they're getting their, low pay and stuff, and not able to buy groceries or able to make live on a salary, their hours are being cut. While you have Bob Iger, who's being paid $65.6 million by the Disney company. She also followed up with a tweet storm criticizing the company's $150 million for Disney's Aspire education program for workers. Yet you can pay for the education, but yet you can't give them a living salary. Is that kind of hypocritical a bit, of yourselves? It's like, yeah, we'll put money into our employees, we'll just pay for the education, but when it comes to a living salary, oh fuck no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's the point where I got to the point where that's the point where I got to, go like, I'm siding with Sony on this one. I know a lot of people are going to be butthurt and upset that they lost Spider-Man in the Universe films, but can you just look at the real world for a second? Just take a step back and be like, wait a minute, I'm siding and having sympathy and empathy for a fucking billion-dollar company who treats their theme park employees like shit, and who's trying to take over basically the entire landscape of entertainment. But God forbid, Sony, another company, takes a character from us, we're going to lose our minds here. We're going to lose it. And I got to like talk to a worker at Disneyland who worked there for 3 years, who was a cast member. Even got to the point where we compared Disney company to George Orwell's 1984. To the point of like how fucked up and weird people are when it comes to being obsessed with Disney. How they... Like, if you ever look at a travel video of people going to Disney World or Disneyland or wherever, have you noticed that how fucking weird it is? How they dress and Disney shirts and costumes, or even whatever, how they dress wearing the mouse, how they wear the mouse ears, how they just really live, breathe, consume, eat like Disney. How they all just sort of live for this. I'm obsessed with Batman, but I'll admit to it, I'm a diehard Batman fan, but it's so weird how they will wear a wristband, a Disney wristband that will, and this is a quote right here from the employee, this wristband will listen in on conversations, monitor, watch, and track where customers of the park go. Like a cattle on a farm. They will listen to you, they will watch you, they will track you, and they will know where you are at all times when wearing this wristband. In the park, in the hotels, even in your room, they will listen in. You know how weird and fucked up that is? That's even a news article also. They talk about it. How the Disney wristbands will monitor you and watch you and listen to you. Yeah, how weird that is? I know that's some conspiracy theory, but it's real. And this employee even says, like, people in the park just accept it. It's weird. And it's electrical wristband. I seen them, and it just screams, I want to be tracked. Just the magical wristbands at Disney. Instead of a season pass card, have the wristbands scan your wrist and have you enter the park. Here it is. I found the article, by the way.